Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here on Rawslowgaming, and we're playing in Bath City Football Club as ever, and we're in our second season here in the game. First season in Vanarama National League. We got promoted last year, and we're doing quite all right for ourselves here in the second season with currently a mid-table spot, and hopefully we can keep that until the end. We're showing you the matches and everything interesting that is happening in the game. As we decide. Usually it's not that much other than the matches, to be honest, though. We are at the moment trying to find players to sign for next season. If anyone interesting comes up that we are interested in maybe signing, I'll show you that. If that's not the case, I will see you at the match day against Eastleigh here. So a short break and we'll be back with something. Here we are then at the match preview, and we are pretty clear favorites here for this match against Eastleigh. So let's hope we can be that in the end, or rather winners at the end of the match. So I think we have the correct players on the field. Sanko, Pearson, Britton, Asante, Gia. Probably put in Bront here though instead of Asante. I don't feel like they have played perfect together. Britton and Asante, so back in with Bront here for a couple of matches at least, and then we have Clark, Asante, Price and Baxter on the bench, and pretty much the rest of the players loaned out, so that is correct. We'll continue here and hope for a good match here against Eastleigh and a good result. We should have a good result here. It's been actually quite a while, I think, since we had good match or a couple of good matches in a row, so we quite desperately need a decent match here to keep our heads up for the closing stages of the season. So after 15 minutes or so, the stats are at least looking a little bit that we are on top in terms of shots and things like that, and we seem to be moving a little bit in terms of possession towards being dominated there as well. But it's a goal for Eastleigh here in the 25th minute in the first highlight of the match, and our assistant shouted something that got them distracted just before this chance happened. Leg was on the ball but didn't manage to get it out. Looked alright, didn't look like it were anything that were impossible in any way. Let's just hope the players can get back from that and just play better. So we'll keep shouting here, demand more, and show some passion. So after 1/2 we're trailing by 1. Stats are saying that it's a pretty even match, and the ratings here on the players all right overall. Taylor having a low rating, so maybe he were sort of to blame for the goal, but we'll keep shouting here just throughout the match. So to say, Hackett here with a free kick in the 59th minute, and let's see here, Britton chasing after that. No, that's incorrect. He just cleared there by Eastleigh, and a chance for a counter-attack here. Bars running with the ball, passing wide to Salam here on the left-hand side, and hits the post. Almost another goal against us here, and definitely not what we wanted to see here in the second half. The first highlight really being for Eastleigh. We had the free kick, but it didn't even make it towards the goal at all. Instead, it is Eastleigh here, looking very dangerous. So time to do something to shake things up here. So let's do a sub or two. Our attackers actually decent rating here, and actually everyone is in sort of decent rating territory. So we'll switch Sanko out here a little bit on the tired side, and we'll just put in Baxter instead of Healy here just to do something, and keep shouting here, demand more. And next up, another highlight for Eastleigh and another corner, and we managed to clear it up to Bront here. So maybe a chance for a counterattack for Bath City. And Brunt holding the ball back and passing it all the way back to Burko, and everyone is now in the correct places, and we try a long ball, but that is easily picked up by the Eastleigh defense, and the ball up to Salam here in the midfield, but Clark able to snatch that ball up, passing back down to Taylor and up towards Britton, and we have a little bit of pinball action there, and the pass up to Brunt there from Smith, and passing back down to Smith in the middle here again. Let's see if he can manage to do something smart again. He passes wide to Clark on the right-hand side, tries to cross it, but fails Taylor here with the cross then instead. And Pearson with a free chance, and it's a good save by Stryjek. And out for a corner there. But yeah, our first decent chance, and chance here for Britain, but saved again there by Stryjek. And yeah, definitely a hard name to pronounce, but I think I did all right. We're doing all right in the match, but we're not where the bookmakers had us, that's for sure, because we're definitely not dominating the game here. Another free kick by Taylor. We make things wrong there, pressing the wrong things. That is not what I wanted to do, field. So I don't think anything really happened there in that highlight. Instead, it's Eastleigh here with another chance of a counterattack. It's slow, but it's still maybe a counterattack. Salam here on the left-hand side, managing to cross it, or tries to cross it, but fails to get through to anyone. But Clark there doing a really poor clearing, so the ball back to Eastleigh here in the midfield, passing to Reading to carry, and back to Reading. Will we be able to snatch that up now? Again to Salam and to Roach, and shoots, and just wide there of the post, very much at the root of it. We'll shout the man more here, but it's the end already. So the final result for Bassett versus Eastleigh is 0-1. Shots 10-15, shots on target 6-6, and possession 52-48%. So an even game. I can't say that it's been unfair. Looking at the highlights, definitely we shouldn't have won that game, but we didn't get the most out of our players, but decent rating overall on our players, so can't say too much. Maybe we're just not good enough. That also brought us down to 16th place in the league. We are 13 points up to a playoff spot, and at the moment 10 points clear of the relegation zone. So I feel like that is starting to be a little bit closer than I would like, or what would feel safe. We had 1,520 attending in that game, so that's pretty good, and are pointing upwards, which is nice. Barry having a decent game, and Richards having a great game again on his loan, average rating 698, which is really great. And yeah, I said it's matches or anything interesting other than that. Usually not. So a short break, and we'll be back at the next match or something else. Time then for the match against Aldershot, and as you see here, for this match we are big underdogs, so hopefully we can do good. I highly doubt it. There isn't any form whatsoever in the team at the moment, it feels like. And with that said, we held an emergency team meeting in between these matches. I don't know if that really helped, or if it were poor timing, thinking or regarding that this is a hard match for us. But we will just try. That's the only thing we can do, really. And why is Sanka only 2 stars now? That's strange. Should be 2.5 stars, but we can't change that, so to say. We have Pearson there, which is also a little bit on the tired side, but we can't really, well, we can put in Price, and we'll do so. We don't really have anything to lose in this match anyway, since we are pegged so badly to lose this match, so we might as well do, I guess, or something, and just rest our players so they can be fit to fight another day. And yeah, I guess that is what we're going for. And for this match, we are in a defensive in a mentality. We hope that we can just do decent, I guess, so to say, and sort of hold on to a draw. That would be fantastic, really, for us. We need to do things better than we have been doing, and I don't know exactly how to do it other than just to try and keep doing things the same way, since I'm not really changing the tactics or not that much into the tactics. I think that is just hard. And it's a goal here for Aldershot, and yeah, on a penalty, and you saw everything, of course. And we are off to not too great of a start in this match either, with trailing 1 goal here in the 23rd minute. But yeah, dabbling with the tactics is really pretty hard, and you always sort of have the players that you have. I do like that you have that option, and you can have a little bit more easier and more clear options to interact with your squad in FIFA Manager, I think. So if that is something you're interested in, do check out those videos as well, or that series as well. I grew up playing FIFA Manager, playing Football Manager also a bit, of course, but all the way back to Championship Manager rather than Football Manager, because after EA came, or I found the EA series of Total Club Manager and then FIFA Manager, I were pretty much sold on that versus Football Manager or Championship Manager. But anyway, halftime we're trailing by 1. It looked like neither team really have played great so far, as both best player of the match were our keepers at 6.7 in a rating, which is obviously not too great. But we will keep going here and do subs as usual at around the 60-minute mark. And while we're waiting for that to come, do remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. Also, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. And as you're doing that, you can hit that small notification bell if you don't want to miss out on anything. Episodes are coming daily to you here at Rawslowgaming. And if you want to support the channel even more, do check out the links in the description. There is some pretty cool perks you can have if you become a member at the channel, where you can get to name 1 youth player per game year in the youth intakes in either FIFA Manager or Football Manager. So we'll do our subs here. We'll bring in Asante, and that's in play as he wants. And we will bring in Clark. That's the only players that really can, that are resting, so to say. And we'll do a little bit of a shout here in the 70 minutes, show some passion. We also get a highlight here at the same time, and it's a cross here for Aldershot that goes through everyone, so they get the ball back here on the right hand side. Tanner bringing the ball inwards to Hegarty, and he crosses it to no one, but it gets to Aldershot, and it's a goal, or another goal here in the 17-minute mark. So now we are trailing by 2, or rather maybe losing the match by 2. And it's a great play here by Aldershot, really. And not the greatest of clearing, but good that he managed to get the ball, his feet to the ball. But unfortunately, he cleared it straight to an Aldershot player. Whoever it was in the defense that managed to reach out his toes and touch the ball there. But yeah, we're clearly not as good as Aldershot, and we're clearly not having a good momentum at the moment in the game. So nothing unexpected here at all. We really, as I said, would have needed to turn things around already in the last match, but the full-time result for Bassett versus Aldershot is 0-2, shots 3-24, shots on target 2-12, and possession 39-61%. So obviously not the game we had in mind. And still 16th in the table, and yeah, nothing changed there, pretty much longer up to the playoff spot. But nothing changed for the relegation zone. But Spennymoor and Boreham Woods, who are closest chasing to their together with Eastleigh, which were a critical match that we did good, which we didn't, might hurt us very much in the end. But yeah, Spennymoor and Boreham Woods haven't played yet, so and yeah, unwilling to experiment. We are very unwilling to experiment, but that will work out in the end, I think. So I'll see you in 7 days. Speaking of game time, of course, for the match against Sutton. Time down for the last match in this episode, and it's going to be against Sutton. And according to the bookmakers, a very even game. Let's hope that we really do come out on top for this match. That is something we really, really, really need to happen. So let's hope that we, as I said, can manage to do that. And let's put in the players that should be on the field back on the field. So yeah, everyone should be all right. So let's go to the match here and let's hope we can finally make some magic happen. Let's have Bronx score a goal or two, and just overall, let's turn things around here in this game and let the magic happen that I know the team can do together. We really had quite a good run for a while in the mid or the early to the mid stages of the season. After that, it's been not so great, but we haven't played bad as such overall. What I do see here is that Sutton have quite a few players that are very tired. So hopefully that is something we can take advantage of. So far, after almost 1 half, we have gotten 0 highlights, and we are definitely training a lot in terms of shots. And we are at halftime, and the scoreline is 0-0, so it's a draw so far. Let's see here if we can manage to change things in the second half. Ratings is all right across the board, not great, but all right. And we'll start shouting here in the second half, and start with show some passion and then demand more and things like that. And we are going to do that once we let them have a little bit more time here, but before we do any subs. We are coming back here in terms of shot here in the second half, I see for sure. And now they have gotten a little bit of time, so we are going to switch out players here. So we're actually switching things up there a little bit and switching out Brighton. Probably shouldn't really do that, but we're taking a gamble here and doing it no matter what. Switching out Healy, letting him rest a little bit, and the same with Hackett, and bringing in Price here. And we'll confirm and shout the man more. And first highlight of the match here in the 78th minute, and it's for Sutton, but heading it outside of the post. But that, yeah, pretty darn crazy that the first highlight is in the 78th minute. Next highlight here in the 84th minute against Sutton with a free kick over the crossbar there, though. So that's good that it was over the crossbar. A highlight straight after there on the goal kick. Leg with the goal kick up to Sanko here on the right hand side. Will he be able to cross it from there? Yes, he do. And towards Price, heading it forward. Not really reaching anyone, and unfortunately it's the ball back here to Sutton and Freitas Guvela, and dribbling the ball upwards in the middle, passing up to Longman, and playing it wide to McKinsley, and back to Barden. Rowan there trying to clear it, but not doing so good. And Buteman with a shot, but it's outside the post. No real threat there, to be honest. And let's do demand more here as a last shout with 1 minute to go, and another corner here by Sutton and over the crossbar there. And I guess the last highlight of the match here in the 92nd minute. So a lot of highlights in the very last few minutes, really, to be honest. Taylor with the ball, passing to Smith here in the middle, passing up to Price. And back to Smith. And he's getting dispossessed there. And a free kick for Bassity, and no, nothing more. Still waiting for the highlight here to happen. Or is this just the final whistle? That would be really strange. And the referee actually looking on his watch there. Come on, let us see what you want us to see, game. Rowan, what are you doing? And there we have it. Full time. So the final result then for Bassett versus Sutton is 0-0, shots 9-18, shots on target 6-3, and possession 57-43%. So overall, decent match. It was even as suggested from the bookmakers. I don't think the results were unfair in any way towards any side. The players performed alrightish, but it wasn't the turnaround match that we would have liked. But it's alright. Still in 16th place overall, and it's now 16 points up to a playoff spot, which we are obviously not going to reach. It's still theoretically possible, I believe. Yeah, we've got 10 matches to go, so definitely possible as such, but not really realistically reachable. 11 points down to the relegation zone though, which could be more worrying, but we should be alright with a couple of more points. As you see, around 45 to 50 points should be safe for not getting in the relegation zone. We got 42 points at the moment, so it should be fine. 1301 attending that game, so it's alright. And Brandt's still looking for his goal. Bridges not really getting to play there, and we are still chasing a win for our last 5 matches, which is troublesome, but hopefully we will manage to turn things around. But anyway, that will be everything for this episode, so thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. With that said, bye-bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.